You took his life and said bye. You showed no remorse for him. None. Not for me, not for my daughter, not for his kids. I can't believe that I felt sorry for you for a moment.
3 kids were in that house. Their mother had gone out for the night. Their father was watching them, waiting for her to come home. She didn't. Not on time, not by morning. By the time she walked back through that door, police were already standing outside. What happened next, those children were in the house for. Her name was Quaneesha Johnson. His was Demonte Smith. They had a daughter together, the youngest of the 3 kids in that house that night. On November 26, 2022, Johnson left the 3 children with Smith and went out with friends. She told him she'd be back by 6 a.m. 6 a.m. came and went. Smith called her. No answer. He called again. Nothing. Her phone was off, and that was enough to make him worried. Because hours earlier, Johnson had told him she and her friends had gotten into a physical fight with people at the club. So Smith started calling her family. Nobody could reach her. Family members started phoning hospitals, jails, anywhere she might have ended up. Around 9 a.m., Johnson finally turned her phone back on. She saw the messages. She called her family, and they looped Smith into the call. That's when he told her what was waiting for her when she got home. He was going to hit her. Johnson hung up and called 911. She asked for a police escort back to her own house. That's not a small detail. She didn't sneak in the back door. She didn't wait him out somewhere else. She called the police on herself before she'd even left and asked them to walk her home. Officers showed up at the house on Edenberry Lane before Johnson did. When she arrived around 11 a.m., she had a gun with her. They told her to leave it in the car. She did. Then she and Smith started arguing again, this time with police standing right there. Officers tried to break it up.
Probably did panic alarm. No, that's not a thing.
Well, you disappear all that lying ass thing shit. You gonna get mad because I react.
He don't live here. He don't pay no bills. He's even not on lease. He don't have no mail. There's nothing here that's his. Besides a trash bag full of clothes that he got from DeKalb County Jail. He can take that and he can go. And he can put my daughter in the house if she get colic. Because I'm going to have to deal with that.
Man, they're not touching my daughter, so shut your fucking mouth.
They don't touch my daughter. You can put my daughter in the house, though.
Nah.
Your name not on the birth certificate, so therefore it's not your daughter. It's mine.
You ain't got no names on your birth certificate.
It is. I do. Let me go get it.
Watch out, bro.
You my daughter.
Please.
I don't want my baby out here. The wind is blowing. She don't have a head on.
Just give her the baby.
Give me my baby.
What about your other baby? She been going all night.
Or I'm worried
you don't care about your baby.
You ain't care about it either. That's why I got locked up when she was here.
Hey, we not finna fight on this baby.
Give me my baby though. Like she's gonna get colic.
Give us a second. We're gonna bring him back.
I'm gonna get the birth certificate. He's not on it. At this point, it's not to be. And if y'all want to do a DNA test to identify that.
Nah, this thing, no, you ain't going that far.
You get drunk.
You allowed them.
You forgot what you went 3 hours.
I want you to look at my daughter's diaper. Auntie Dad's dead.
Nah, nigga, I was changing her diaper.
Where your other kids?
I was changing her diaper.
Where your other kids?
With their mama.
With their mom? Hey, we don't talk to.
We're not here to listen to y'all go back and forth.
No problem.
I'm trying to tell you.
My kids here though. My kids here though. I see my kids every day. You don't see none of yours. You ain't gonna see her after this today.
For what? Cause you whipped out?
No.
You got mad cause you disappeared?
Thinking I'm cool. That's why. Cause you broke. And that's what you got on trying to
Hey, stop. Because at this point, you're antagonizing him. You stop.
I'm not. He has my daughter out here. Don't let him have my daughter out here.
You're not listening to nothing that's being said. You're not listening to nothing that's being said.
So when I shoot him, after I done called the cops and did everything I was supposed to do.
Just make sure you can articulate
what's
going on.
I can. I'm showing you.
You better really be able to articulate that.
I can. This is my household. He have no residency, nothing.
Make sure you read up on it and make sure you can articulate when it comes to
I've done that. I did that before I got my license.
Okay.
Told them both to go inside and cool down. That should have been the end of it. A tense morning, a bad night, a couple that needed space. Instead, Johnson asked the officers a question. What would happen to her if she shot Smith in self-defense? She told them she'd looked into the self-defense law herself. Worth sitting with that for a second. Not asking for help, not asking them to intervene, asking about outcomes. Minutes later, she walked back to her car. She came back with a metal tire rod and the gun. She went inside. She hit Smith in the head with the tire rod. Then she shot him.
Come here, man.
Oh, yeah.
Did she shoot you?
Yeah, before I die.
All right, lay down. Sit down here. Where is it at?
Officers were still right outside. Their body cameras caught his voice. Smith saying he'd been hit in the head, then that he'd been shot. Those were close to his last words. A 911 call from inside the house picked up the gunshot, and Johnson's voice afterward saying bye to him more than once. Prosecutors would later say Johnson told one of her children to tell police that Smith had hit her. Smith was taken to the hospital. He died there. Investigators would later find out he'd called a rideshare that morning, one that was set to arrive just minutes after he was shot. He wasn't planning to still be at that house much longer. Johnson was taken into custody. When police asked her about the injuries she'd claimed, she admitted Smith had never hit her. The trial came down to one question. Was this self-defense, or was this a woman who'd made up her mind before she ever walked back into that house? Johnson took the stand. She cried. She told the jury she never meant for it to happen. Her defense leaned hard on Smith's past. Her attorney told the court Smith had a history of stalking, battery, and domestic violence against other women, and argued that Johnson had called 911 3 times that day, only for officers to take 2 hours to respond. The picture they painted was of a woman who did everything by the book, called police, waited, asked for protection, and still ended up facing him alone. Prosecutors told a different story. They pointed to the question she'd asked officers about self-defense law. They pointed to her walking back to the car for the tire rod and the gun. They pointed to the lie she told about being hit, and the fact that she'd asked one of her own children to back that lie up. The jury spent almost 4 hours going back over the body camera footage and Smith's last words before they reached a verdict. They didn't buy the murder charge. They acquitted her of malice murder. But they didn't buy her account of the moment either. Guilty of voluntary manslaughter, aggravated assault, cruelty to children, and possession of a firearm during a felony. Prosecutors asked for 25 years. The judge gave her 5 years in prison, 5 years of house arrest, and 10 years of probation. Then she let Johnson leave the courtroom that day with her family out on an appeal bond while her lawyers fight the conviction. At sentencing, Smith's mother, Bernetta Campbell, spoke directly to Johnson. She said she knew who her son was, that he was sweet, that he was kind. And she told Johnson that a darkness lived inside her. Johnson afterward called herself remorseful. She also said there wasn't much she thought she could have done differently. Both of those things came out of the same conversation. As of the most recent reporting, her appeal is still pending. No set timeline, no guaranteed outcome. She could be back in a courtroom fighting this all over again, or the conviction could stand exactly as it is. What's not in dispute is what was left behind. 3 children who were in that house. A mother who buried her son, knowing officers were standing outside the door when it happened. And a case that asks the same question so many of these cases do. Not just what counts as self-defense, but how much warning has to happen in front of how many people before someone finally acts on it. If you enjoy true crime content, make sure to subscribe to Love to Death channel for more shocking cases, in-depth investigations, and updates on stories like this one. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Fair use notice. This video is for educational and commentary purposes only. All footage and images used fall under fair use guidelines as protected under Section 107 of the U.S. Copyright Act.
Welcome back to Court TV Live. We're watching the self-defense or murder trial for defendant Quaneesha Johnson. She's accused of shooting her boyfriend, Demonte Smith, after the two were involved in a domestic dispute. Police were called to the house, but left shortly after. No signs of physical abuse were observed. On the stand now, the 911 records custodian. The first 911 call was made at 10:02 a.m. on November 27th. Let's go into the courtroom.
911, what is the address of the emergency? 796 Eden Bedouin. Repeat the address? 796 Edenberry Lane. Are you saying Edenberry? Eden, Edenberry. And I can really hear you. Edenberry Lane. Okay, D as an Edward, D as in David? Yes, ma'am. And then E as an Edward? Yes, and as in Nancy, Berry, Berry, B as in Berry, E as in Igloo, RR, Y as in, I don't know. I'm sorry. Okay, Edenberry, correct? Yes, it's also Edenberry Lane, and last one is Georgia. Popping up for us. And you said 796? 796, yes. Edenberry. Edenberry. And is it road, drive? It's a lane. Elliot is an NPC. Okay. The only Edenberry coming up is drive for Gwinnett. Is that right? No, it's in DeKalb County. It's also about Kissel Road off of Asbury Lane. It's a 46. You said off the Rochapel Road? Yes. And the close road is Asbury Lane. ASBURY, Asbury. Asbury Way. And you know, Edenberry Lane. Edenberry Lane. Lane or way? Lane. It's also Asbury Lane. Okay. The only thing shown is Edenberry Way and then not with 796. Okay, so Edenberry Way is like right on the corner from Edenberry Lane. You don't have a lane. It's not showing a lane. Is it right on the border? It is. It's a crossroad from Asbury Lane, Edenberry Lane. So it's like Edenberry Way is another lane, but then Edenberry Lane is one. Okay. If you can just research it constantly, yeah, I'm trying to remember, but the address is not coming up for us. Okay, so what is the direct nearest cross street? Is it Way? It's Asbury Way. Okay, that's a house or apartment? It's a house. Okay, and then what's the phone number you're calling from? 724-467-3743. Okay, what's going on at the location? I'm getting, okay, so my boyfriend, he put with me, so he again, once I get into the house, I tell him someone's there. Location? He is, yes. He just got out of the cab county about a month ago. I mean, how long until you arrive at the location? I'm on 7 minutes. 9 minutes. Did you say where? 9 minutes? 9 minutes away, yeah. What kind of car are you in? Color name? I'm in a white Dodge Ram pickup truck. Okay, what's your name? Quaneesha Johnson. And what do you need an escort for? Are you just trying to gather belongings, or? No, I live there. The house is my name. I just see him. He's threatening to hurt me, so I just want some people from those conversations if possible. Okay. And what is he look like? He's licensed. He has jazz. There's a set on his face. Medium built. 5'4". Does he have any weapons? No, that's all that is. Okay. We'll go ahead and get somebody out there. You said you're about 9 minutes? Yeah. Okay. All right, I'll go ahead and put a call in. Thank you. Oh, no problem. I'll put somebody in there for you.
Ms. Brown, were police, are you able to say from the CAD transcript, from your knowledge, whether police were dispatched to this location to meet with the caller?
Yes.
Was there ever, do you know, contact actually made with the caller prior to police arrival? And are you referring to that transcript to refresh your memory?
Yes.
Okay.
When you say, repeat your question, what do you say?
Do you have any indication, does communications have any indication in the transcript or otherwise that there was direct contact made with the caller by an officer?
Yes.
And what time was that?
At 10:29 a.m.
And that would be a direct contact prior to police arrival?
Yes.
Is that correct? Okay.
Yes.
What time was the second call made, if you're able to say?
At 11:04 a.m.
You have emergency 911, what's the address of the emergency?
796 Eden Lane. I was close to call back in when I was supposed to my destination, but the dispatch cop was over the top of the dispatch to come out. She said she had another emergency and that she'll be right there when I'm not supposed to my destination. When I got to my destination, I didn't close you guys to head to just like check out the thing for when I got here. The cop was here and she said she had something that was going on closer to my destination. She told me to call down when I got closer, and then she made a note to dispatch that I was calling for her to come in.
Okay, this was 796 Edenberry Lane?
Yes.
Okay. All right, and the issue was between yourself and who else?
My boyfriend.
Okay, is he there right now?
Yes, he is. I don't want to watch them out this day to come in. They told me to meet them at the end of the cul-de-sac.
Okay. So are you waiting in the cul-de-sac or he's there in the cul-de-sac?
He's in the house. I'm waiting at the cul-de-sac, but I'm not.
Okay, are you going to be on foot or in a vehicle?
I'm in the vehicle. I'm in the white Dodge Ram.
All right, one moment. To your knowledge, are there any weapons, drugs, alcohol involved?
Huh?
To your knowledge, are there any weapons, drugs, alcohol involved?
No. I mean, I'm licensed to carry, but my weapon is with me. It's not inside my food.
Okay, what is your name?
Quaneesha Johnson. Quaneesha Johnson.
Okay, we'll get the police out there, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Ms. Brown, are you able to determine whether notification was made to police to go ahead and come back to the location?
Yes.
And what time was call number 3 made?
At 11:40 a.m.
Okay, how can I help you? I was told that someone was out here. She told me to call you guys back and let you know that when I got closer to my destination, I'm actually here at times because I've been here for about an hour, and I called again. I know dispatcher spoke to you for me to dispatch someone and I was in the area. I'm still sitting here trying to warn house that the person down there doesn't matter sitting here in the house today. Okay, are you Ms. Johnson? I am.
Oh, okay, I see the call. Yeah, we still have the call. They're gonna come out there and meet with you. Are you in a Dodge Ram?
I am. My kids is in the house though. I don't know what this person is on. I don't know how going to be 8 when I have a newborn and a 4 and a 7-year-old in the house. I don't want to go in there and then.
Right, and so they're gonna come out and assist you with it.
She was here. She told me that she was going to go around the corner to get another call. They just think that she's going to call them immediately like I did, but I don't know. I didn't know.
I'm looking at the call that, I'm not sure about any previous call, but this call that we're coming back out to, we got at 11:04. A little under 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, I called twice before. That was my second call at 11:04.